I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine this fragile china plate represents the civil liberties of the people of Iceland. Now this hammer represents censorship. What is being talked about in Iceland is the government driving to the hardware store and buying a hammer. Shortly thereafter the plate will be given a judicious tap by Galedine's stumpy figure, and a small sliver of the plate will undoubtedly fall to the ground. Now this sliver will represent the content that Dines finds offensive, as she describes it, gonzo pornography, which as far as anyone can tell includes something as violent as a slap in the ass. The reality is, of course, that the anti-porn lobby have nothing. The burden of proof lies on the accuser, and in over 30 years of experimental psychological research, nothing has been found, and no harm to society has ever been proven. For example, if porn was the cause of rape, then why has rape fallen to the lowest since 1985 in America? This just doesn't add up. In fact, it's never added up. But the point here is that not every group of people will make and take evidence. There are always people who will not need evidence for their claims, some of history's greatest cowards like Hitler, Stalin, and Joseph McCartney, whose weapons are fear, censorship, and propaganda, the tools of tyrants. The most sickening aspect to all of this is that this is somehow being touted as a progressive policy. I'm sorry, but I thought the idea of being politically progressive was to move society forward, not backwards into a dark age where all ideas and knowledge is controlled and disseminated by a designated group. But in all their planning, in all their scheming for great justice, they failed to calculate one thing. Once the party is over, the hammer and the plate are still in the room. How long till Muslim or Christian groups demand that Iceland move to censor anything that mocks or criticizes their religions as a matter of religious freedom? How long till the left tries to remove all rightist ideas from the spectrum, or vice versa? It's all up for grabs now. As much as I hate to use this example, but in the years before World War II, the Nazis were not idle. They spent years priming Germany's laws for what they had planned, setting out a legal framework for absolute authoritarian fascist control. The easiest freedoms to discard are always the first to go. I don't watch porn, so I don't care is not a good enough answer, because, as Martin Niemöller said, first they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists. I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. So I hope I have made my point abundantly clear here. Thanks to all of you who chose to subscribe to me, and as always,
good night and good luck.